Hey guys, so today we're going to do a little Q&A of my little small business. So as you guys know, my name is Shalisa and I'm a 19-year-old college student. I'm a sophomore and I'm studying international business and I'm minoring in econ. So I recently started a business not too long ago, and I just tell my story of why I started the business, everything I did for my business, and where I'm heading at in the future. So basically I started a business because I always knew that in my head I was like some type of entrepreneur, and I'm just being honest, I just feel like that's just me. So when I decided that okay, I was gonna do this for real, I always knew that I wanted to sell some type of shades. And the reason I was saying shades is because ever since I came to college, every time I went out, people would be like, oh, I love your shades, like where did you get it from? And then I'll be like, yeah, X, Y, and Z. I never gatekeep where I got my shades from. That was just something like that I did because I know like my style is kind of cute, you know. So that's how I started and came up with the idea that I should start like a shades business as of right now, you know. So last Christmas, which is Christmas 2022, I sat my family down. I sat my mom, my dad, my brother, and my sister-in-law down, and I was like, hey guys, like I want to start this for real. So I literally told them like, oh, it's my startup price and everything. And if you guys ask where I got the money for my startup from, during the Christmas I literally asked for just money. I didn't ask for any gifts. I didn't want anything materialistic. I just wanted the money because I knew where I wanted to head it in the direction that I wanted to go in to start my business. So that's what I did. When I came back to school in January, I came back a little bit early. I did a little bit of research on like manufacturers, like suppliers, or like how I could get my shades. I knew I wanted to do shades, and I wasn't just gonna buy any shades and be like, hey, yeah, like that's what I want to sell, you know. So that's when I came up with the idea that I just wanted to have shades that's customized to my shalisaernique collection. So shalisaernique is my middle name, and then I just added collection because I knew that if it just didn't have to be shades, like I could go broader further down the line in my business. So that's what I decided to do. And then I made the logo one day. I literally just sat down. I didn't have an iPad, I didn't have anything. I was just on my laptop, my phone, and then I had like a E and a C, and I was like, nah, I don't like that. So like I did like other work on it, and I was like, okay, this gives luxury, this gives real, this gives everything that I wanted to give. So that's how I came up with my logo. And then after that, I started reaching out to suppliers. I was just like, hey, like this is what I want. Like I gave them a mock-up of how I wanted my shades to look, and then they provided me with exactly what I asked for. And then I was like, I just don't want shades. Like I know I wanted the cases for the shades, but I wanted the cases for the shades to be like shalisaernique collection. Like I wanted everything to be specifically for my brand, you know, because I'm not just gonna sell any type of shades. I'm not gonna do secondhand shades. I wanted it to be personally mine. So that's what I did. So moving on now was when it was time for the shades to come. It took a little bit longer than I thought, and in my head I was like, I need to start marketing my brand, you know. So it took like me like a month before my drop that I started like letting people know that hey, this is what's coming up, it's me that's doing it, you know. I did that, and then I find three of the baddest people on my campus to model for me, and that's what I did. And they literally ate those pictures up. I had a photographer who was my friend in the beginning, and then we just all came together. We took photos, we got the shades, we did branding, all the marketing, all the social media, everything I do myself. So that was, I think that took a little bit of a toll on me for a while, but then I was like, this is something that I want to do because I don't want to stop this. Like I need shalisaernique collection to be somewhere up there, you know. Like I'm just such a businesswoman, like that's just always in my head that hey, like I need to actually prove this to me. Like I don't feel like the 9 to 5 will be for me forever. However, I am in school and I do want to do 9 to 5 for a period of time, but I really hope that my business does make it up there, that I'll continue to help my consumers and provide to my consumers as well. So that was something that I always had in mind. And then after a while I started looking at different other shades, other designs for my second launch, and that's what I did. And then we have our record collection that just drops November 31st, which is like a shades. We have our red shades Bracket, we have our white shades Whisper, and then we have that black shirt My Turn. And then we had a different set of shades. We have Icy Girl and Classy Girl and Betty T. So Betty T was, I love to tell a story about Betty T. Betty T is a little bit about my grandmother that passed away this in February gone. It was such a sudden death. I didn't expect it to happen. I was off to school and I got the call that, hey, like, your grandmother died, and that kind of crushed me. So when I was doing the shades for the first time, I knew that older people were like, hey, like, where's the shades for us? And that's when I was like, okay, for my next collection I'm gonna bring like an older physique shades for the older people. And that's when I came up with Betty T. And Betty T is in honor of my grandmother who passed away, because her name is Betty Thompson. So Betty T is, yeah, so that's actually one of my best sellers in the last launch, but people really don't know the meaning of it. But yeah, that's the meaning of it. And then so now we're gonna move on to what's gonna come up. So what's gonna come up now is, give me a beat. So we're gonna have our tropical line, which consists of swimsuits, and that's what's coming up next. You know, summer is coming, so that's just another idea that I had in mind. I want my brand to give luxury. I want my brand to be able for men and women to wear, and I just want everybody to enhance your look, because that is the motto of my brand. So yeah, that's just a little bit of a rundown of why I started Airney Collection. Keep in mind, I am a college student, and send those orders in, because I ship on a day-to-day basis. I don't ship all the time. So like, if you, yeah, you got it. So yeah, that's just a little bit about my brand, my business, and what I'm getting into. And yeah, so stay tuned for our tropical line, and I'm gonna leave the name of our tropical line at the end of this video. Also follow Airney Collection on both TikTok and Instagram, and like, share, follow, tell your friend, tell your mommy, tell your daddy, tell your sister, tell everybody about the next big small business. And we do want to reach the Bahamas as well, although we're stationed in the US. We do ship there on a working position. So yeah, that's just a little bit about my brand, and I hope you guys support me.